Well, hello. I'm Kevin Ringstaff from grievingatwork.com. This guy is my mascot, Ponce de Leon. If you ever join one of our webinars or groups, you'll definitely see him here. He spends most of his time there. Today, I thought I'd talk a little bit about so, how much grief costs us every single year in the United States of America. And this was a study performed by the Grief Institute back in 2003. And back then, they estimated that every single year, companies lose over $100 billion in lost revenue and productivity due specifically to grief. That was done in 2003. Imagine how much that is now, right? After 2020 happened, how much did grief cost you last year? With everything that's been going on, I've estimated that grief has costed us last year alone over $250 billion. That's trillion with a T, $1 trillion in grief. And how are you managing that? Like, I promise you, if you're listening to this, you have an employee, at least one employee who has been affected by something that's gone on this past year. Have you talked to them about it? How, what tools and resources do you have if they need support? And not only just them, the employee, but they're the employee's family too. That's something else that we should consider, because even though the employee themselves may show up to work and they're doing everything just like normal, if everything else in their family is falling apart, if they're grieving and all those losses there, that's going to follow them into work too. And that's going to affect them. And the grief education and some of the stuff that we're going to be doing together and talking about and going through all of your bereavement policies and grief policies and support resources, they're going to help not only the employee, but their entire family, their entire well-being, their whole system of support. And what's really fun about this is once we learn how to do this, once you've trained your managers and grief recovery, or to just basically give basic support to any employee who needs to come in and talk, they have those skills for life, right? We train our managers once, and for every other person that they encounter and help throughout their careers, they now have this information. And this information isn't hard, and you can search for it online, and it's all publicly available in many, many different forms. But what we've done is collected it all for you and put it together. And if you're interested in something like that to help support some of your employees who are going through this, to train your management into how to properly respond to grief, give us a call. Again, my name is Kevin Ringstaff. This is Ponce de Leon, and I hope to talk to you soon.